Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing just this look I got going on here, mostly inspired by the Urban Decay Naked Reloaded Palette. I just picked this one up, so this is a first impression on this one, as well as a couple of other products. So if you want to see what I used and how I got this look, you're in the right place. Keep watching. I've already moisturized my face using my CeraVe. This is one I use pretty much every day. And I primed my face with something different today. I'm using the Urban Decay Optical Illusion Complexion Primer. Today I'm going to be testing out a foundation that's new to me. I think it's actually also new. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear. It has an SPF 25. It's supposed to be breathable. It's supposed to last all day. And I have mine in the shade 405 Porcelain. I've heard good things about this one, so I'm excited to try it out, but I have not tried it yet. Got a nice little pump on the side. It's kind of liquidy. So I've got a few tools here. I'm going to see how I get the best coverage, but I've got a damp beauty blender. I've got a flat foundation brush, and I've also got my Sigma Flat Kabuki F80. Decent coverage so far. Just use my Kabuki to stipple that out. So hope it settles down a little bit better. So far, I don't really like the way it's sitting on my skin. Let's see how it does with the sponge. I do feel like the texture looks better with the sponge. Yeah, the finish definitely looks a lot better with the sponge on this one. For foundation today, I'm going to do the Urban Decay Naked Skin Weightless Concealer. And this one is in the shade Fair Neutral. I'm just going to blend that out with my sponge. I'm going to do my contour with the Naked Skin Shapeshifter. And I'm just going to go in with the lighter of the bronzes, and I'm going to do that with a really light hand because that one comes out really dark. Just going to blend that in there. For blush today, I'm using the Steve Laurent Rosé All Day blush. Nice bright rosy pink. And I'm going to finish off with the highlight from the Shapeshifter palette, one on the end here. Alright, I'm going to be checking out a new product for brows today. This crazy looking pen is the TattooStudio Brow Tint Pen for Maybelline. This one is in deep brown, which I guess you can turn on the side and use the flat side. Or also get little hair strokes. I feel like this is going to end up poorly, but I guess that is part of the fun. It's a Sharpie for your eyebrows, that's for sure. How does it do with these little strokes? And it is nice that you can cut across. And I guess you can kind of get hair strokes, although I think it's more just kind of combing through and coloring the hairs I actually have. Although I can't say as it looks bad, it's definitely a bit different. I pictured it being really easy to get too dark, but you actually do kind of have to layer it up. Yeah, I had to kind of like put it on my hand and get it to continue coming out. It kind of dried out. I might pick it up again, but it might just go back. It's really just not that, that special. I'm going to do the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion Original. Just got the little guy here. Need to use up some of this stuff because I have a whole friggin' drawer full. Alright, moving in for eyes. Today we're going to be testing out the new Urban Decay Naked Reloaded Palette. But that is definitely different than their normal packaging. It's like spongy inside. So this one does not come with a brush. That's a little bit of a bummer. Looks to be Urban Decay's answer to the Anastasia Beverly Hills Sultry palette. Got some definite similarities in here. It does bug me that it does not come with a brush. Not that I usually ever use the brush anyway. Come on, that's just kind of cheaping out if you ask me. All right, this is a Lamora All Over Shader. I cannot tell you enough how much I really like these Lamora brushes. They're super cheap. I think I paid $12 for like 6 of them, and they're all really good. I was kind of hoping that would be a bit lighter. All right, well, since it's a little darker, I guess it doesn't matter. I'm just going to go ahead and take that same brush and go into boundaries. Oh, wow. That's some pickup. Look at that. Barely touched it. Bit deceptive. Definitely warmer than I thought. This is my favorite one for my lower lash line. This is my BH Cosmetics V16. And it's just got a nice dense little tip on it. I find that it does that lower lash line really well. I'm gonna grab that same color because it's way darker than you think it is. I'm just gonna start my lower lash line with that. Now I'm gonna jump into the shade Endgame, which seems to be the darkest one on the palette. Something just blew over. My house is blowing away. I don't even live in tornado country. So, and your little dog too. Doesn't ever blend as well on this eye. I don't know what it is about this eye. It's getting old. Just doesn't want to play ball the same anymore. And then I blend it and it comes over too far, which is why I do my dark. And then I'm going to do the light on my lids because it'll cover up all that smudge that I got going on there. It won't matter. If it doesn't, we can bring this one over a little bit too. I mean, it's makeup. There's no one right answer. But today I want to go for a nice simple thing. So I want to hit Angel Fire, which is just this really super light one here. That looks better. I do like the pink sparkle to this shade. It's kind of deceptive in the pan. It looks very boring. I mean, it's pretty, but it looks, you know, just kind of standard and neutral, but the pink shift to this is really, really pretty. This is a Lamora Detailed Pencil Brush. I'm going to go into the light shade over here, Bribe. I'm going to put that in my inner corner, and I'm going to put that right under my brow bone. That's not really the highlight I was hoping for. It looks good there. I'm guessing it just got swallowed by that angel dust in here. Angel Fire. Angel dust is something else. Oops. Kind of like going on an Urban Decay kick today just because. But since I have this, let's do the Space Powder. This is just a highlight, but you can do inner corners with a highlight. And since we're here, I'm just going to grab a little extra. So I can be a little extra. I like the combo of those two together. Because I don't feel like this one is a dark enough highlighter on its own, but it has good glitter. But this one has a good shine and shimmer, but no glitter. And you guys have figured out by now that I don't like a natural look. I like to be glittery. So let's go for that. Anyway. All right, let's see if we can't screw something up. As this is going far too well. Ah. After the great eyeliner fail, I decided it was time to try this. I've been eyeballing it. Let's hope it is half as good as I'm hoping it to be. This is the Benefit Roller Liner Eyeliner. That is True Matte Precision Felt Tip. 94% said it creates a smooth, continuous line. 93% said it doesn't tug or drag on skin. And 91% said it stays put. Well, let's hope. Doesn't look super special from here. It's definitely a marker tip liner. Probably reminds me the most Yeah, probably the most of my Tartiste double take, which, you know, I like, so we'll find out. Ooh. Well, that's black. You can just barely touch it. It doesn't drag, that's for sure. It does feel a little wet. Like I worry that if I would like if I had really hooded lids or something, I would worry that I would need to keep my eyes closed for quite a while to let this dry down. And it is bleeding in here. It's black. I don't like the way that bled in here, though. It just kind of walks around on you if you're not careful. It's hard kind of to control. The tip is already drying out to where I can't get a good point. It's also very crunchy feeling, like my eyelids feel like I painted nail polish on them. And it says it's matte. This is not matte. Like, can you see that shine on there? This is not matte, which I don't care, but if you're going to tell me it's matte, be matte. I'll try this one a couple more times, but this one may very well be return to sender. We're not testing it. I've got some other mascaras to start out, but this one's about dead, so I'm just going to use it up. This is my Bad Gal Bang, because I've had enough of questionable products for one day, so I'm gonna go with this one. Okay, I'm game. This one is called Malice. This is a NYX Lip Lingerie. And this is the NYX Suede Matte Lip Liner in the matching color. They're both named Malice. These came in the Christmas box kit. This is the completed look. Some finished thoughts. The Urban Decay Naked Reloaded is a lot warmer than I thought, and also a lot more unique than I thought. I thought this was going to be a lot more of a ripoff of a couple of the more recent Anastasia palettes, but it holds its own. I'm actually really glad that I picked it up, because I'm not going to lie, I started not to. I started to just completely pass that one over. Roller liner, not for its price. This is like a $24 eyeliner, and for that, I can pick up a lot of eyeliners I like a lot better, so that one will go back. The Maybelline TattooStudio, also completely meh. I mean, at least it's not super expensive. I think it was like $8 or $9 at most, which still isn't, you know, gimme price. It's not like it was $2, but I think it did an okay job. I don't think it did an amazing job. I think my brows have definitely looked better. And I didn't think it really saved me too much time. I still had to work with it, so if I'm going to spend time, I'd probably rather just use some of my other products that I like a little bit better. But if you're more of a one-step person and you don't have much to do, I could definitely see why this would, you know, be nice to just chuck in your makeup bag. So I could work with that. We'll see how it holds up. The Infallible Fresh Wear Foundation does set down nicely. I didn't have to set anything. It is still like more of a light coverage, but I think the color was okay. I do think it blended in my skin fine once I used the sponge. It definitely did absolutely crappy with a brush. So I definitely would not recommend this one with a brush. At least it didn't do well on my skin. So those are just some finished thoughts. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a like. Please subscribe to my channel. It really helps me out. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.